gone. Goranga. It's just a little poem from Dr. T to another Dr. T, who asked me to do a little autobiography. So here we go. T drew a diagram of the peaks and troughs. The high sine wave stood out like fastnet. Jack Frost beacon out over the rocks. He was submerged in his refusal to broaden his scope, but yet we live in hope, and scribe out a short historical creative note, which may once again float our boat out of any euphemism and, needless to say, jiggery-pokery. Half the box had been seized and we travelled back, wondering how to compose the mystery that is Master Goronga's doctorate degree. To speak poetically, phonetically, grammatically, unequivocally, reasonably, can often be just hearsay. I heard I was born from the waters in Scarborough by the sea. In those depths also lie a hidden treasure for the adventurous, spiritually gifted deep-sea diver to see. Going back in time, should relate that the deities of Krishna and Radha from the Leeds fire had been placed on a boat, taken out into the waters of Scarborough, and sacramented into the waves just before my time of arriving back from my previous birth. High five for getting this far, Pastor. You may know me as a humble father, a fisher of souls who holds strong to their love for others with tearfelt empathy, as anyone of over 8 million species feels for their own kith and kin. Even canaries kiss and feel bliss and separation upon death, and so in the grip of violence and crime, each heart can often miss a beat and seek relief from grief and realise gold characters are as rare as hen's teeth. Our time is now, and I'm not more short of a pen or a quill to be fried as a grill, to have fine souls to thank for keeping us inspired with fine publications, sanitations, peace and love and low-priced travel and ease of communications, along with fine cheeses and vegetarian specials from the East. Schools were assorted, such as Wetwang and Barton. Barnby Moor was one of my favourites. Only the local gang of kids were no more sporting a pest than to write Potato Head on the wall, and so we moved. Perhaps an idea for a new game, or who knows, 'cause kids can be cruel. By age 3, I was stood upon a 3-legged stool, playing 8-ball pool, yellows and reds, spots and stripes. Such was the way I learned to balance a bike and was on my way. In Wu-Tang, I drove my pedal tractor straight down the middle of the main road when the folks were snoozing and the dog probably ate the last of the cold roast. I was quicker than the lady chasing me and told her I'm on my way to visit Jeff the vicar. By age 10 I had double one dart winning drinks from fully grown men. I, me, mine, St. George has sung and taught us. False ego, and so we must not get carried away blowing our own brass and tungsten points, but still stay humble as a fruit-laden tree offers fruits, and yet humane to remember that I could always refuse nowadays to craft my name on a bough. As for a tattoo, there's some amazing designs about. Gorongo was one of the monks' classics, signature carried on their arms as we sang, danced and chanted mantras. The ladies wore saris. I hope you catch the gist of the story. Like all lads, we would play a game of army back in the day, dig stuck in the mud and tell each other ghost stories. From an early age, my family visit to Ireland fell in love with the kind people and the love-soaked Hartley environment. At age 9, I wrote a poem to Uncle Guinness himself. The reply was in verse and humour in good health. Newton was a beautiful place to admire, with the meteorite of 1795, nearly toppling Topham's cottage with an explosion of fire. The crater reeked sulphuric gases and smoke. He was wondering if the satire had summoned a cosmic joke. Perhaps the Chinese overcalculated their powders that day, or the monolith of Rudston was magnetically swaying and had a far-fetched field of influence as a fair point of play. Either way, the skateboarding kept us more than entertained in that village as our perceptions and poems honed in for the skills, with the media's second place winning with the Minister for Health Frank Dobson gracing the award for Charter Mark at the Bridge Deep practice for their attempts, and we all do applaud. The other team members were more than qualified, and I'm not afraid to say that the best I could do was shy back and stay out of the way, run off to the monastery to explore novel new ways. That's a tea.